Greetings, this is the Shadow Man. I want to talk about the current situation in Syria. Over the past several months, Syrian Army with support from Russian Air Force, Iran, and Lebanese Hezbollah claimed one victory after another against ISIS. Massive territories were liberated and many ISIS raids were buried in the desert. The most recent big accomplishment was breaking the siege of Deir ez-Zor city that lasted 3 years. Syrian citizens and army units defending the city from within the siege had huge celebrations because of it. But reports started to come in that shortly before lifting the siege, US airlifted high ISIS commanders with a European background out of Deir ez-Zor. US claims it were agents of theirs. Every sane person knows that that is a bullshit excuse, and an event after this showed US's true face and revealed that the US is illegally on Syrian soil for far more reasons than just to fight ISIS. The US-backed SDF, Syrian Democratic Forces, whatever the hell that means, which mainly consists of Kurds, stopped their advance against ISIS in Raqqa and started advancing towards the south near the Euphrates River, exactly on the other side of Deir ez-Zor city, claiming that it was planning to liberate it. But that doesn't make any sense, since it already was liberated by the Syrian army. Then another reports started to come in that US and Kurds are threatening Syrian army not to cross the river or they will be attacked. The plot now pretty much reveals itself. US simply wants to cut Syria in pieces and is using Kurds as useful idiots. Well, here's a message from me to the useful idiots. Russia hasn't been in Syria for 2 years just to eventually hand over anything to the people who started this mess. And this mess was started by the so-called rebels turned extremists and the West, including USA, who was funding them with money and weapons. And neither will Iran. So Kurds better back down, or like ISIS, they will get some gorgeous Russian ballistic missiles parked right up their ass. Thank you for listening. This was the Shadow Man.